It is now my pleasure to invite Nguyen Hue Dung, Deputy Minister of Information and Communications, Government of the Socialist Republic of Vietnam, for a special address.
Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, the year 2020 is a remarkable year of Vietnam in which we shape our vision for the development in the information and technology for the next 10 years. In June 2020, our Prime Minister has approved the National Digital Transformation Program heading toward 2025 and Vision to 2030, which is expected to create a new driving force for economic growth and social development in Vietnam. It's a great honor for Vietnam to take this opportunity to share with global community about Vietnam's vision in this program. Firstly, we envision to transform our country in three main pillars: digital government, digital economy, and digital society, in which the digital government development is identified as the key driver to accelerate overall transformation process and create dynamic trust for the digital economy and digital society. Through this program, Vietnam is expected to be among the top 50 countries in the digital government development. Digital economy is accountable for 30% of the GDP. The annual labor productivity increase at least 8% every year. Every citizen has the opportunity to access and experience customized, citizen-centric essential services, and to make sure no one shall be left behind. To achieve that goal, it requires strong determination with a whole government approach and breakthrough solutions which are suitable with the context and practices in Vietnam. In the program, we identify 8 critical sectors given highest priority for the digital transformation, including healthcare, education, finance and banking, agriculture, transport and logistics, energy, natural resources and environment, and industrial manufacturing. We also identify the fastest and the most efficient way to accelerate digital transformation is through digital platform and data analysis. Ministry of Information and Communication is promoting to establish the local digital ecosystem through the Make in Vietnam initiative. Up to now, there are approximately 40 Make in Vietnam digital platform has joined the program. And to foster innovation, we create a favorable regulatory environment to accept and pilot new technology, new business model. For example, in finance and banking sector, regulatory sandbox had been established to allow pilot various unregulated models such as peer-to-peer lending or mobile money. To develop digital society, we have already set out the target by 2025. Each citizen owns at least one smartphone. Each household has at least one fiber internet cable. To facilitate massive machine-to-machine type of communication, we are implementing a national program to transform Vietnam's internet infrastructure from IPv4 to IPv6 and set the target to commercialize 5G network in 2021. In 2020, we have worked with domestic manufacturers to roll out commodity smartphones at affordable price for citizens in the rural and mountainous area. Last but not least, cybersecurity is identified as an integrative part of the digital transformation process. To protect national cyberspace, national digital sovereignty is the first and the foremost task in the program. As part of Make in Vietnam initiative, we also established a cybersecurity ecosystem to take full control of the technology that product and service are made of. Vietnam is a relatively big market for the digital economy with around 100 million people with internet penetration rate is at around 70%. With young and dynamic population, Vietnam has great potential in developing digital economy, especially e-commerce and digital payment. Through this event, we would like to express our great intention to cooperate with countries around the world in this area. Vietnam and India are strategic and like-minded partners. We have plenty room to foster cooperation between the two countries. May I suggest a few follow? In terms of policy, Vietnam is cooperating with the World Economic Forum to establish a 4.0 affiliate center in Vietnam. Vietnam would like to invite countries, including India, to participate in the center. India is welcome to send representatives to work and conduct research at the center to develop policy framework for new business model or new technology. We also welcome cooperation between two countries at different levels, at government level, at authority and department level, and at industry level. Based on mutual benefit, relevant parties can find suitable partners in suitable areas. For example, developing policy, developing digital infrastructure, 5G network, manufacturing IoT device, or partnering to co-develop digital platforms to serve the citizens of both countries. Or training the human resource is another potential area. It's very challenging to list down all possible cooperative activity may happen between the two countries. Through my sharing today, I hope that global community and India may have an insight into Vietnam's vision and plan to prepare for a digital future. Based on that understanding, I also hope that global community may initiate a great idea to foster cooperation based on mutual understanding and mutual benefit, with the advantage and determination to act in the digital transformation of both Vietnam and India. I hope that the two countries will share experience and cooperate to promote digital transformation faster and more popular. Thank you very much for your attention.